I met Dylan in 1996 at Nepean High School. He's now in a band called NeoNera. We're going to find out what they're up to in 2019.
We're NeoNera.
And introduce yourselves.
I'm Dylan. I'm the lead singer and guitar player.
I'm Evan, and I play percussion.
I'm Steph, and I play bass.
And how did you guys meet?
Tinder.
Tinder.
I swiped right.
Yeah, and I swiped left on him, but then no, it was Bumble, because then I back swiped.
Bumble.
And I was like, I gave him another chance. So, yeah. It was
through a posting. Yeah, it was posting on Bandmix.
Yeah.
And this guy showed up in his fancy clothes and his amazing drumming ability, and yeah.
So you guys met earlier, and then when did you meet them?
Pretty much like 1 year ago.
Oh, 1 year ago.
Yeah, like October last year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys have been together for at least 1 year then?
Yeah.
Wow.
This
iteration,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
The final.
Why don't you guys play cover?
There's this guy.
Pretty
much. We have so many ideas for covers.
Yeah.
We came up with 7 ideas for covers on the way to Toronto.
Yeah.
And
really
Evan
fun.
shot them all down. To be fair, they were all from bands that I just
Backstreet
seen.
Boys.
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys.
98 Degrees.
That is not right.
LFO.
I wanted
LFO.
Yeah, these guys are
I wanted to play Liquid Dreams by what's that band's name? Ozone?
What?
O-Town.
O-Town. Oh my
Yes.
God.
The show we're from O-Town, you know?
Yikes.
Exactly, O-Town. See, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nothing, O-Town.
Yeah.
So,
In all seriousness, no.
in all seriousness, like, yeah, we're a 3-piece. We have grunge sound,
right.
but we don't want to play. We don't want to cover Nirvana. We don't want to cover Alice in Chains. We don't want to cover something that's like too on the nose. Something that's too like
Everybody does.
obvious,
Right.
basically, for this kind of band,
Right.
essentially, right? So we're still looking for that cover.
Okay.
For-
But do you guys find with this resurgence of kind of retro that people are starting to get back into this type of music?
I think yes, but in reality, it never really left. I think that a lot of people, the people who jump on trends, are the ones that are like, oh, this is popular again, I'm going to wear a Nirvana shirt. But
Right.
people who love the music this entire time, that's what's kept this genre going, have always worn Nirvana
Right.
shirts.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing. So sure, yeah, there'll be like a peak of people that'll be like, oh, that's cool, but we don't want to be Nirvana. We don't want to be.
No, and the thing is, like, if you listen to the tracks, if you listen to the music, like, Evan does like a samba beat in some of the songs, and you'd never think, oh, okay, I'm gonna pair, this grungy sounding guitar with a samba beat. And then Stephanie, when she joined, she brought this kind of like funk, like she's super into I'm free.
Or like, I don't know.
Yeah,
something
like
that people actually know.
Hey, well.
Even just like the Chili Peppers or like that
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah. So she really brought a lot.
But they were
hard
funk rock when they
Funk rock,
did
yeah,
their
like
thing.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Or
So we're
whatever.
kind of
Yeah.
we're putting a heavier kind of tint to that tone, to that danceable sort of funk rock.
Right.
Essentially, where put screaming vocals and
Yeah.
things like that.
Everything,
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of like falsetto and screaming, and there's like some of our songs, they get into like this like super groove where it's almost like a funk kind of,
It's not quite fun, but it's kind of, I don't know what it is. It's all about timing. I find this band, I've noticed a lot of it is really like, and people comment on that.
Been together for a good year. Have you guys found your sound?
Well, we've actually been together for much longer than that. It's
Evan and I have been playing together for 5 years.
5 years. Yeah.
5 years. Wow.
Yeah.
And I just learned all their songs.
Oh, okay.
We've only written a few since I joined, so.
Yeah.
Well, we've written
More than a few.
We've
More
written
than a few.
quite a few,
Yeah.
actually. How many songs did we play today that were like
With-
that we wrote today? We played Matchstick Man. We played.
There was, like,
we
3
played
that
Man
have
of
been-
Glass. We
that's
played the
right.
one that you wrote the lyrics for.
Yeah, that's right.
Tide is Rising.
That's like half the set was new.
Half the set was new stuff.
So-
Cut yourself some slack.
yeah, exactly.
It took a long time to learn all those songs.
Yeah.
We definitely did find our sound, and I think that now that we had a sound, but I think now we're in a position where it's just like we're comfortable going forward with what we have. Before we were like, yeah, it's cool, we'll continue doing that. But now that Steph's in and there's a different dynamic, we're playing and going to be writing the same way that we are now. So
Right.
like we'll go in and we'll just jam out on something. We're like, yeah, this is who we are now. Before we'd be like, we'll kind of work with it and see what kind of comes from it. But I think that we definitely have our sound, and pretty much, yeah, that's what we're gonna
Like
do.
the end of like Tide is Rising is like the perfect example.
You have to go and
there.
listen to the song.
Like you said in the at your set, you're going to be out for carpal tunnel syndrome. Like you're getting your surgery. So what happens now? Like with your band?
We're going to be doing a video before the surgery.
Yeah.
And that's going to be our like big marketing push. We're going to be using it for promotional purposes, everything like that. And then once that's done, you know, festival submissions and all that sort of stuff happen. I'll be a crippled and for 4 months.
4 months.
For the winter, though, it's not so
Yeah.
bad, and then we'll come out in the spring and all fresh. And
Yeah.
Okay.
Steph and I will work on things while Evan is out, and
Can you still add stuff to the group when you're?
Absolutely. So, for instance, like
You're
there's
really
a lot
good
of
with
like
design.
I do pretty much all
Yeah.
the graphic design work. I design the T-shirts,
Yeah.
and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So, I can use my left hand for that. I don't know. I can use my right hand, and so we'll do that. We'll always be writing lyrics in music. I think that even when bands go on a hiatus, there's always going to be somebody or something that's you're going to be doing something, not on a full scale level where you're going to go into the studio and record something, but you're always creatively doing something, because when you stop doing that, you become so freaking stagnant.
Right.
And we're not about that. Like Dylan will be like, hey, I worked on this riff, and he'll just send it to us. And we're like, okay, cool. And it keeps everybody involved in the wheels rolling.
and what we want is to have the video and all at the same time to go out. So the video and new merch, all ready to go out and push
Okay.
that, make that marketing push basically.
Oh, wow.
'Cause, yeah, it's
and it's time consuming. Like it's kind of good that we'll be able to really
Yeah.
focus on.
yeah.
Outside of the band, do you guys know how geeky Dylan is?
If this is like a confession that's coming about, I can get a lot. We can go geek for geek right now.
Oh, I played Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, back in high school,
In
this
high
guy used to
school,
play.
I played Dungeons and Dragons.
Do you still have Pokemon cards?
I never got into Pokemon.
Oh, well,
We
I
were
do.
before the
I do.
Pokemon cards. That Pokemon
I never
cards
got
came in.
into Pokemon just because I was too old.
Yeah, we were too old
Yeah.
about that.
Did you play Pokemon Go?
No, I never played Pokemon Go.
You guys are way
No.
too young for this.
Francine had it
Pokemon Go.
Francine had it
I've
on
seen
her
senior
phone.
citizens playing that.
Well, Francine had it on her phone, but I don't know. I never got into it. But yeah, no, I used to.
This guy used to play Magic
I was-
cards too.
I
I used
yeah,
to
you
play
play Magic
cards
cards.
too, Magic cards, yeah.
The thing is, like, I never saw it. Like, you can be a music geek, you can be, a football geek. It's all like the thing
You're a
is,
music
like,
geek.
and this is kind of what bothers me about the whole thing, because I used to get like a lot of shit for liking comic books.
Yeah.
And it's like they're the biggest movies in the world now.
Yeah.
And I had like people who thought, people who I thought were my friends basically telling me like, oh,
That's right.
you're not cool, you're not, who
yeah.
we want to hang around with because you like comic books, it's like, it's such bullshit. I've got, and they're like, I want to go to them and be like, so how's that new Captain America movie?
Yeah.
Like, how'd you like Infinity War,
That's right.
Like, people are allowed to like what they like, you know.
Yeah.
And if that's music, if that's comic books, if that's, you know, as long as it's not harmful, it's some kind of outlet for people. And for me, it was like, you know, I was bullied, and Spider-Man was an outlet for me because, you know, it was kind of the same thing.
Yeah.